section of the HKMA HKT Global Innovation Award 2024. The event today will be conducted in hybrid mode. Before we start, I would like to introduce to you to Slido, the online Q&A platform that online participants can pose questions to your organizing committee members. So please scan the QR code now shown on the screen, and this will direct you to your page where you can send in your questions. Now may I invite Mr. Sunny Lee, Chairman of the Organizing Committee of the HKMA HKT Global Innovation Award, to deliver the welcoming address. Mr. Lee, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As chairman of the HKMA HKT Global Innovation Award Organizing Committee, it is my greatest pleasure to welcome you all to this award briefing session and networking session. We also have people joining us virtually through Zoom. So hello from far away. To kickstart this section, we are very fortunate today to have a renowned AI expert from Alibaba Academy for Discovery, Adventure, Momentum, and Outlook. So it's my great honor to introduce today's keynote speaker, Mr. Jack Zhou. Mr. Zhou is an algorithm engineer responsible for the algorithm system design and industry implementation of large-scale models in Alibaba Cloud Intelligence. His team publishes over 50 academic papers at top international academic conferences and also led projects that have been recognized as MIT's top 10 technological breakthroughs. He has successfully implemented intelligent conversation systems, recommendation systems, and search systems, such as Ali.me and Tmall Genie, demonstrating his rich experience in algorithm design and implementation for large-scale commercial projects. Today, Mr. Zhou will share with us the opportunities and applications of AI from a micro perspective in the context of Alibaba and industry practices. And the keynote speech will be delivered in Putonghua. I think the upcoming round of the Innovation Award will be leveraging a lot of the new development of AI, especially generative AI, because last round when we launched it, it was before the explosion of generative AI. So this time we're really looking forward to some very good innovation powered by the new development in the AI arena. So Mrs. Zhou's speech will be very timely in kind of exciting us and encouraging us to move forward boldly into this innovation space with AI and especially the generative AI technology. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in putting our hands together to welcome Mrs. Zhou to the platform. Thank you.
非常荣幸今天能在这样的一个时间，就是中国的农历新年将至，和各位领导、各位嘉宾一起来聊一聊人工智能过去1年的发展，也看一看未来的一些机会。其实也非常感谢刚才主席的介绍。那我再做一个自我的一个简短介绍，我是来自于阿里巴巴达摩院。达摩院是一家致力于基础科学研究，并且把基础科学研究做商业化的这么一个公司，这么一个团队。好，接下来我今天整一个介绍呢，我的主题是拥抱生成式 AI 来看见未来这样的一个主题。那我的介绍呢分3个部分，第一个就是生成式 AI 在过去的2到3年内到底改变了什么，它的 big picture 和 future 是什么。第二个大的部分呢是我们其实是想今天在座的各位其实还是想一起拥抱未来。那么怎么拥抱未来？我觉得比较好的方式是看一看当下。那我就会去分享一些阿里巴巴在这个方向的一些尝试和一些经验，希望给到大家 来做一个分享。那第3个部分其实就是如何去拥抱未来。那我们作为一个创新者，一个企业该如何去做？那总的来讲是分这3个方面。好，下面我们开始第1个部分。这是我整一个的这个 outline， 这个对。好，我们先来第1部分，讲的整一个是整个生成式 AI 到底改变了什么？对，我自己把它称之为叫第1个是在 AI 领域当中的一个新的一个革命，是一个通向未来的一个新的方式。那总的来看，这张图是来自于李飞飞的一张图啊，就过去其实人工智能从达特茅斯会议被提出来之后，大概经过了将近70年、68年的这样的一个发展。那我们从早期的整一个的机器学习的阶段，到后来有一段非常火的这个时间叫 deep learning， 然后再到最近的这个人工智能，其实它是经历了这几个大的阶段。那这几个大的阶段到底发生了什么样的变化呢？可能大家也听过 AlphaGo 像等等这样的一些东西。那整一个 AlphaGo 其实已经表现出来，人工智能在某一些个专业的领域能够达到超过人类的这个表现。但是即使是 AlphaGo 依然是一个专有人工智能，它能干的任务非常的有限，只能干一件任务。大约是从2016年到17年到19年的这个样子就往后，那么人们开始研究大模型的技术。具体来讲，研究什么呢？是说我们能不能把整个世界上所有的这个知识装到模型里面去，把所有的能力放到一个模型里面去，用一个模型来去建模整个世界，从而让这个模型获得一个和人类能够匹配的这样的一个智能。也是在去年的年底，应该这么说来，其实如果是按照就是那个阳历年的话呢，应该是前年的年底。2022年12月份 ，ChatGPT 的这样的一个公布啊，就其实让大家看到了这件事情的一个可能性。我们会发现，一个模型当它学到了足够多的世界知识之后，它会表现出来接近于人的这个智能。当然，这个事情微软后面其实是做了一篇就是这个能力的调研和研究啊。今天按照这个角度上来讲，我们大体已经走到了哪呢？如果我们把智能分成3个阶段。第1个阶段其实是叫专有人工智能，它解决一个具体的问题，比方说我们今天不知道香港这边有没有一些人脸支付，那么或者说像那个AlphaGo 这样下象棋是解决一个具体的问题。那第2个阶段呢，我们把它称之为叫通用人工智能。通用人工智能其实要解决的是让一个模型有各种各样的能力，能够去做规划，能够去解决一些复杂的问题。第3个阶段其实叫超人工智能。它具体表现在就是方方面面都要比人强，但今天我们已经走到哪呢？也根据威尔那篇报告啊，今天其实已经有了通用人工智能的雏形，调研的对象是 ChatGPT 4。所以总的来看，其实人类在向智能迈进的这个路上已经走得非常的前进了非常大的这样的一步了。那这样大的一步到底有什么样的用处呢？可能是我们今天在座的嘉宾们比较关心的这样的一个问题。我觉得它主要是有两个用处。那么第一个呢，它将重塑我们的交互接口。过去我们要去获得计算能力，获得一项能力，我们的交互接口大概呢这种物理按键式的，然后要么就是有一批程序员会去写这样的这个代码，它能够通过编程的这种方式来获得我们的计算能力。那最上面其实到后面其实是我们的图形接口，但是今天我们可以用自然语言的方式来去获得我们的计算机背后的能力，且这个能力呢是一种智能的能力。那也就是说，我举一个具体一点的例子，比方说我不知道在座有多少的这个同仁可能在公司里面有一些数据处理的需求。那么传统的数据处理需求大概其有2种方式，一个是找一些人工来去标注，这是一种方式，这很显然是费人工费成本的。那么另一种标注方式呢，在 AI 的这个上一个阶段，其实我们会找到一些专家定制一个模型，那可能给他喂一点数据。但是今天不用这件事，任何一个小白，我们只需要去写一段提示词，你告诉他你要做的是什么事。比方说这段提示词可以这么写：你是一个标注工作者，我请你帮我做一个标注，数据的格式是什么样子，数据的要求是什么样子。只要这一段的这个提示词输入进去，你就可以获得一个媲美 过去用专家定制的这样的模型，也是甚至是能超过人工标注的这样的场景。所以今天比以往任何一次，我们都能够更接近通用人工智能，也能够让人工智能造福人类。那这个其实是说，因为它能够改变交互的形态所带来的。当然了，改变了交互的形态，其实我们刚刚也就讲，改变了交互形态，通过把能力放到背后，其实更大的一个变化是能够重塑生产力这样的一个变化。那么再往下看，刚才其实是讲技术变革带来的。总而言之，一句话就是，今天是在我们整个人工智能释放了我们智能，就是通过自然语言的这种方式，能够让人工智能的这个能力覆盖更大的这个面。同时，我们把能力放到一个模型里面去，让能力变得更强。那么，到底有多少？就是过去的这1年多的变化，到底在这件事情上，它有多少的受众呢？我们从能力的角度来讲，反倒从业界的、从真实的用户的感受上来，从公司上来讲，到底有多大的变化呢？这是一份来自于麦肯锡的这样的一个报告，大概是2024年的这样的报告。而总的来讲，可以看这边呢，是我们的这个用户使用的渗透率。总的来讲，就是基本上大部分用户都是或多或少用过我们的这个智能的能力。同时，从公司的视角上看，整个投入也是在增加，且投入智能了之后，对于他们整个企业经营的这个成本下降是有明显的这样的一个指标的。那好，讲完这个之后啊，其实希望大家可能有个这样的一个宏观认知，就是生成式人工智能比以往任何一次更接近我们通过人工智能。那我们的企业也可能希望是积极拥抱这样的这个智能。那到底怎么拥抱？可能还是需要一些具体的例子。那我今天呢，因为我们来自阿里巴巴，希望通过分享一些阿里巴巴的这样的例子，来给到大家一些参考。对，先简单介绍一下整个阿里巴巴的在通用人工智能这块的这个在生成式人工智能这块的这个布局。总的来讲，我们的布局其实由下面这张图就能讲得清楚。那么基础部分呢，我们其实是围绕整个 foundation model 就基础模型，围绕整个语言的模型和图像的模型来去构造，然后这个目标其实是对标 ChatGPT 和 OpenAI 的，然后再在上面我们围绕不同的场景去构建一些场景化的这个模型，再在上面其实是我们和第三方的企业，我们和企业一起合作，希望把阿里巴巴的能力赋能到不同的行业当中。那经过整个阿里巴巴在建设这个基础模型这个块的能力，其实还是有一些思路和思考的。我们是立足于国语就是中文，立足于中文，同时拥抱整个的这个英文生态。那其实经过过去1年的这个建设过去2到3年的这个建设，到目前为止，整个阿里巴巴在通用模型上的这个能力，在一些国际的相关榜单上也是达到了头部的这个水平，大概是比方说我们在 Open Canvas 上面，我们的72B 的模型也是在 Top 1的这样的一个位置。同时我们在中文上面基本上是领先GPT-4的，然后在英文上面的部分领域是和 GPT-4比较持平的一个状态。好，那接下来我第二部分要去，不好意思，对，第二部分要去介绍的其实就是一些阿里巴巴今天我们不是来去介绍具体的模型的，就是通用模型，我们还是希望通过一些场景的分享来给到大家做一些参考。那我接下来我就会去介绍一些阿里巴巴在基础模型之上的一些场景化的模型的一些实践。那我们整个实践呢是由3个部分构成啊，我整个介绍是由2个部分构成，一个是场景之上的场景模型的实践的部分的介绍，第二个呢是那个场景之上的一些工业化的一些介绍。首先，整个的场景模型我们其实围绕3个点来去建设，一个是创意，第二个是效率，第3个是那个生产率。首先讲创意的部分，这里面我挑了一些例子啊，我们可能平时经常不知道有没有一些可能会不会遇到一些这样的情况，就是第一个，我们的设计部门需要去设计一些图像的时候，但是我们的老总和我们的设计同学之间的语言不对称，可能很难描述清楚自己想要的是什么，然后设计部的同学可能也不是很理解老总之间。然后第二个呢，那这样我们今天其实有一款产品，其实围绕这个方面去做的一些设计。 们只需要输入一些 sketch， 基于阿里自研的这样的一些 composer 的基于阿里自研的 composer 的模型，就能去生成我们整个想要的图像。那它能做一件什么事情呢？我能把我的想法用一些草图的方式表达出来，得到你想要的这个方案。也许可能还会存在一些情况，就是今天我们在做电商的时候，或者我们在做模特图的时候，就我们的模特想穿上一件衣服，那过去你要怎么办？你可能只能让这个模特去拍，但是今天我可能觉得这个物件不错，我只需要我选定一个虚拟模特，然后选择一个我想要保留的这个物件。那经过这样的模型，我们就能够让虚拟模特穿上他想要穿的那件衣服。同时还有一些个人的这样的一些应用啊，就是 for 一些这个可能大家有出去旅游打卡的这样的一个习惯，那我能不能不出去也能去打卡相应的这个地方呢？那其实这个其实就是我们的整个虚拟照相馆，包括我们也可以去做一些整个的这个风格的一个转换。那这一块呢，其实是我们在创意这一块。那接下来第二部分呢，讲的是我们在效率的部分。效率的部分我挑了2个场景，一个是我们的日常办公场景。在我们在日常办公呢，比方说像今天这场会，我们可能是一个语音的会，可能过程中有很多的这一些交流，有一些点可能很有意思，但是我们听完了之后呢，就记不住了。那也有可能还会遇到一些我们经常开会当中有一些这个非常有价值的点，那开完会我们可能要写个会议纪要，但是这个地方又遇到个问题，我会议内容我不一定记得住。那AI 能在这件事情上做什么呢？过去我们经过了大概这个应该是有2、3年的这个开发啊，我们打造了一场产品叫通义听悟，那其实也是在我们的基础模型上。我们的通义听悟能做到的一件事情是，这个地方是给大家一个在自己的场景当中也可以是给大家一个启发。通义听悟能够实时的去听取这一场会议的主要内容，做发言人的区分。然后会后之后呢，我们可以对这场会议的关键内容做问答，直接基于这款产品做问答，然后做关键内容的提取和摘要，也能帮你去写一款相关的产品。那目前从发布以来啊，我们大概其实是已经有了100万的用户了，每一天我们处理的也是有5万的整一个的这个语音的这个数啊，也是有3万的整个时长的这个语音数。这些东西其实是可以说明，其实人工智能在这个语音会议上的一个提效和应用。那第二个场景是我们讲生成式人工智能在这个编码上的这样的一个应用。不知道今天有多少是可能同事了解过这个代码的这个编写。那其实，在代码的编写过程中，其实会经常出现种种一些比较低效的，比方一些重复的编写，然后注释的这个编写，这些非常低效的重复劳作的这个活动。然后同时，我们另一个主要的麻烦是在于，可能代码当中经常有一些 bug， 别人写的代码也不知道是什么意思。那生成式人工智能在这件事上能做什么呢？过去我们通过一些尝试，让生成式人工智能能够帮你去完成一些注释的自动编写，一些代码当中的 bug 的诊断，以及说某一些代码当中的一些问答，来帮助我们整个写代码的这个过程去做提效增强。那最后一个在场景上，我们目前讲的还是场景。最后一个场景我们讲的是在场景上，我们讲的是一个生产力的这个部分。因为今天肯定是有很多是企业经营者，那么在企业的经营的过程中，肯定会产生大量的诸如生产规范、生产知识这样的一些内容，也包括我们在服务的过程中可能会产生各种各样的这种服务的标准。那么如何把这些生产规范、服务标准好好的用起来呢？能够帮助我们的生产提效呢？那过去我们可能的做法是什么？过去我们可能是要用企业培训的方式，让这部分人、另一部分人掌握这样的技能。那当然，培训是第一个是一个成本高昂的、费时的，且可能不够标准化的这样的一个过程。那今天我们有一款这样的，就是我们在这个场景当中有一些尝试，叫通义小蜜。通义小蜜呢，能够直接连接上这个企业的知识，通过专有定制的这个专业模式。不好意思，我跳页讲。对，讲跳页讲。对，刚刚讲的是财经啊，那个页就不讲了。对， 通义小蜜呢，能够通过我们整个的定制的这个企业模型，连接上我们企业的知识，就可以来去提供一些坐席的服务，包括对内和对外的这样的一些坐席的服务，能够极大的去降低我们的这个坐席的成本，且相较于以前的这种智能对话技术，因为用上了一些生成式人工智能时代的这样的技术，我们在整个对话的深度上和流畅性上也是有了一个非常好的一个提升。好，翻回去稍微讲一下，这个地方稍微简单带一笔就好了。对，当然了，可能这个地方是我们在财经领域的一些尝试，我们希望通过把生成式人工智能应用在财经领域，帮助财经领域去做赋能提效。比方说，我们可以去做一些财经领域的重要的事件的一些解读，一些财经的问答，一些研报的一些解读和一些重要数据的一些分析，来帮助财经的领域去做一些赋能提效。那前面讲的其实是我们在一些场景上的一些尝试，是一些具体的场景能力。但是从场景走到 industry， 怎么去和企业一起去合作，帮助企业去或者帮助某个行业去赋能提效，那是在场景上的一些综合应用。这边我也挑了几个例子，它分别是媒体、电力。我们先讲一下媒体。这个媒体行业可能，今天中午因为吃饭的时候，就是我们中午 lunch 的时候，也是有不少媒体行业的朋友。媒体行业可能就是我们讲叫策采编发宣，就策划、信息采集，然后内容编发，然后发行和宣传。整一个这个内容当中，其实还是有不少的这个过程是比较费人力的这样的一个过程。那我们过去也是和我们内地的一个主流媒体，然后就是我们的 CCTV，包括我们的其实几大主流媒体都有去合作去构建了一个在媒体行业的一个大模型以及上游应用。它目前能够覆盖说我们主要的一个就是在帮助我们，比方说第一个是能够覆盖我们的在信息采集过程中，能够帮我们去智能的去搜索一些相关的素材，因为过去可能在素材的特别媒体行业的这个素材是存在大量的音视频的这样的素材，而音视频的这个检索其实在过去一直是效率不高的。那今天基于生成式人工智能的这个技术方案，能比以前能够更精准的去描述或者去检索一个相关内容。我举一个具体的例子，可能更有体感一点。因为刚刚过去的那个杭州亚运会，亚运会当中肯定有一些非常精彩的一些片段。那过去我们怎么查找呢？可能是长达亚运会的素材非常的多，我们要每一篇的去看这个时间，是可能你找到那个素材就非常晚了。比方我们举一个具体的例子，我们讲一个杭州亚运会当中，当时网络上有一个比较热的梗，是一些那个 DJ 现场的 DJ 怎么去带动现场的气氛。那我比方说我就用这样的一句描述来去找，你找到最精彩的这个瞬间。那么过去你可能做这件事，你要去首先找到那个整一个的这个哪里面包含这个，然后再去看。今天我们可以用这样的一个自然语言的描述，直接帮你定位到那个具体的片段，甚至是图片里面的内容，都可以去做这样的查找。那再往下去看，我们也能辅助我们自然而然也能辅助我们的内容创作，在内容创作上，我们也能够支持不同力度的控制。比方说主题，你想写的大纲里面的具体引入什么事实，因为写新闻的时候总需要一些引经据典或者一些相关的这个事实引用，那这些事情能做到，包括我们洞察整个社会的这个热点。那目前这个相关的应用呢，也是在我们整个中国的官方媒体上应用的也是比较多的一个产品。那这个第二个点，其实我们讲的是一些电力行业的这样的一个应用。因为电力行业当中里面有大量的这个数据要去处理，包括各种各样的这种数据和我们各种各样的电力的这个系统当中的 API。那今天我们在电力行业当中提供了一个解决方案，它能够对接我们各种各样的这个系统 API， 能够去基于这些个数据对接做相关的这个问答和数据处理，甚至是一些调度。这边是有个简单的 case， 比方我们可以去问一个电费，然后获取我们的相关的一些账单。整一个的这个过程背后其实基于的都是生成式人工智能。好，那最后一个其实是我们在提升我们的 user experience， 就是提升我们的用户体验上面的一个尝试。 可能大家也有一些这样的经验，在我们阅读一些长文档的时候，如何去提取整个这个文章想表达的信息，如何提取里面关键的这个信息，都会是在整个阅读过程中比较费力的一个事情。那借用生成式人工智能，那阿里巴巴其实在过去做了一款产品叫伴读这样的一个产品，我们通过伴读这样的产品，能够快速的帮我们提炼整个文章讲的核心意思，关键点在哪，然后你也可以跟它做一些交互和问答。好，前面的部分其实就是我们在整个是阿里巴巴我们的部分，我挑了一部分，但不能代表整体，挑了一部分我们阿里巴巴在生成式人工智能上的一些尝试，包括一些场景上的尝试，以及说我们怎么和企业一起去打造企业的应用这样的一些尝试。对，好，最后一个部分就是其实就一页，非常的简单，就是到底今天我们怎么去参与人工智能，可能是我们在座的同仁们比较关注的一个话题。我觉得这个东西没有标准答案，但回到点下有一个基本的点，生成式人工智能只是一项技术，技术本身不创造任何价值，技术用来解决的问题才是真正的价值所在。所以我认为核心找到有价值的场景是我们的起点。那到底是哪一些场景是有价值的呢？它分为 to B 和 to C。那么在 to B 当中，我们可以去找到一些降本增效的这样的一些场景，比方说像我们的怎么样去做客服，怎么样去做一些Office 当中的一些应用。那另一个方面也可以去探索一些企业增长的一些业务，比方说可以用人工智能来做一个 salesman，可以做一个 marketing，这些事情其实都是有一些相关的尝试和经验的。比如我们拿 marketing 稍微举个例子吧，我们和星巴克其实也有一些相关的合作和案例，来去帮星巴克去做更好的这个传播。那如果是做 to C 呢，那其实也是还是要找到一些有价值的场景。那我举2个小例子吧。一个例子，比方说我们在工作当中，可能大家用过 Notion AI， 那 Notion AI 其实就是一个工作提效的这样的一个产品，那它其实做的也很好。要么可能说我们去做一些娱乐，然后我们可能 Midjourney 当时包括国内其实像妙鸭当时其实都做了一些这样的一些尝试。好，我总的来讲，我这边的分享就是差不多是这些。好，看看有没有一些问题。对，谢谢。
Zhou for your keynote speech. 感谢周先生的主题演讲。We now come to the award briefing section. Now invites Mr. Sunny Lee, Chairman of the Organizing Committee of the HKMA HKT Global Innovation Award, to start the briefing section. Mr. Lee, please.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for joining this briefing session. I hope I will be able to give you a little bit more about the award and how it's structured, how we're going to do the judging, and maybe I welcome some questions from you at the discussion from you at the end. So there are 4 parts that we'll go through, which is as follow. So first, I want to talk about the award. Okay, so about the award, you probably have heard already, from the kickoff launching ceremony that, the whole reason behind having this award is to recognize the fact that innovation is really, the lifeline of every organization and the future of our economy. So because of that, we want to get everybody excited and come up with very good examples of what people have accomplished in this arena. And I mentioned that innovation is not just technology, it's much more than technology. And because of that, we designed the award in this fashion, making sure that those organizations that are able to appropriately use a proper business model or process design, or building the right platform, or social innovation, combining with technology to come up with these good examples, and we'll recognize them. And we have had a very good experience last year, recognizing some of the top very, very exciting and very representative, winners, of the awards. So we are confident that we were able to do this again this year and then do even a better job this year. So objectives are very simple, is to recognize business organizations from all sectors, doesn't matter where you're coming from, and also all sizes for outstanding achievement and innovation, and to provide a platform and catalyst for, for businesses, organizations, and practitioners and professionals to come together and exchange ideas. That's why, we have this big event last year, and we'll do this again I think what we can get out of it is not just to celebrate, those achievers, but also really learn from each other. And we found that during the day, we have a lot of people, exchanging ideas and making friends, exchanging business cards, and I'm sure some of them end up collaborating, to do some of these things. And, getting people, like-minded people together and create those sparks, is what we, want to see as part of this award. And thirdly is, of course, to promote innovation in Hong Kong and globally with solutions that have a positive long-term enduring impact. We are a global award, so this award is not just for Hong Kong, but for the entire world. And this year we will step out, our drive, to attract more contestants from all different parts of the world, so that we can have a really global platform to compare notes and to recognize each other's achievements. So the benefits are many, right? You can see that here. Of course, you gain public recognition for your business. For big corporation, it's a good branding exercise. For startups, actually, they are able to attract some good investment opportunities from VCs and these investors. Of course, is to create this pride and morale boost for the staff. The staff, the fact that they're able to showcase what they have done, all the good and hard work that they've put into, really can drive the morale and, give them a boost, and so that they can continue to be motivated to innovate. And thirdly, the motivation and inspiration from sharing and learning new knowledge among peers, which I talk about. And of course, inculcating this culture, innovation in your organization is important. Without an innovative culture, it's very hard to get the whole organization to work together. So having these examples, motivating people and encouraging people, hopefully we can create this critical mass in your organization to move things forward. Highlight your business brand and image in competitive market. I talked about this. And then the next point has to do with enhancing transparency in the public for better understanding of your organization innovation contributions. So everybody not only recognize but understand, the good work that your organization has done. That could, in effect, drive up customers' confidence and investors' confidence at the same time. And finally, contributing to business success and economic prosperity in Hong Kong, the region, and globally. The government policy stated very clearly that innovation and technology is a future drive, for success of the economy. We need to get the whole economy and the industry together to fulfill this objective. Okay, so organizing committee and panel of judges, we have a lot of very highly qualified, very busy people who are willing to put in even more time to help us out. And I want to really thank all of them in making this happen, because it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun work, right? So there's no better way to spend a weekend than this. No. Of course, apart from spending with your family, right? But a lot of these judges have told me that, wow, you've given me, a really exciting journey, right, to understand what's happening. And later on, I will tell you that we'll make your life easier. We have come up with a way to make your life easier, right? Okay, so this is the organizing committee, right? Apart from the top picture, all these other ones are stars, right? I mean, top practitioners and professionals, and you all heard of them. They are experts and they are very reputable in their own space. And then of course, The other ones are here. I won't call their names one at a time because you already know who they are. And these are organizing committee members. And of course, we have a list of panel and of judges. As you can see that they come from all different industries with different specializations, and they are very seasoned and very experienced. When they look at your proposal or your submission, they know exactly how to gauge where they are. And then this is the remaining list. Okay, and of course, I would need to especially once again thank HKT for your very staunch support. I'm sure the last round when you supported us, you found that, oh, actually, it's quite good. so you're coming back. So it is a good encouragement. And I'm sure with your support, we will continue our success. Thank you. And of course, Alibaba Cloud and Town Gas are very important supporters. And Innovation actually has done it last year before. So has Alibaba Cloud and Town Gas. Prudential, very important support, not only from the sponsorship perspective, but we really also want to extract your wisdom, right? This is even more important part. And putting in financial resources and more importantly, wisdom to help us drive this forward. HKT, another sponsor who is the main sponsor. And then we also have two corporate sponsors, CLP and also People's. And then we have very important supporting organization in there who are able and have been able to and very effectively leverage their network to let the word out to get people participating from all different fronts. Okay, so I'll talk a bit about the categories and eligibility. In the speeches, we talk about the 5 categories, and I'll have an opportunity here to go a little bit deeper and explain what they are. Okay, so the award categories, there are concerns of different types of organizations. We have the large organization, SMEs, and the innovative rising stars. Large organizations are by definition, we're using a Hong Kong definition, right? More than 100 employees in Hong Kong mainland, Macau, Taiwan, and overseas. And then the SMEs by definition, not more than 100 employees in all different parts of the world. And we also have a category called innovative rising stars. Those are startups with less than 5 years of establishment. They're not listed companies. They have so far, as of the beginning of this year, received less than 15 million US dollars worth of funding. So we call that, classify that innovative rising stars. So these are by definition startups or very more early stage companies. And then participation fee is waived for the 2024 edition. You don't need to pay a fee to enter this. Okay, so eligibility, right? The innovative organization, large ones, I mentioned that before. And the SMEs, they are any business organization, public or private. This technology practice processes, they're all eligible. So we're opening this very wide to welcome a wide participation. And we actually even have, government bureau and departments. And in fact, later on, you'll get a chance to hear a very successful case, the one that won the Grand Award last year, namely the Immigration Department together with Airport Authority. They actually have a service that I think everybody have used, and they will explain that later. Okay, so rising stars, I mentioned that is basically startups type of companies, haven't been around for long enough, right? Less than 5 years. Okay, and then the scope of innovation. There are 5 of them, namely product and service innovation, process innovation, business model innovation, platform innovation, and social impact innovation. And then I'll go over what does it mean by product and service innovation. I think it's quite easy for you to understand what it means. Basically, organizations that are able to provide product and services in an innovative fashion, and including the new products or services, or they have existing products and services that they made very innovative changes, right, to defend the competition and to rise up to grab more market share. Or those that have adding new feature to existing product services. For instance, you already have a product and you're releasing the next version, be it a software or a cloud service, that's eligible. Or something that use new materials or components, right? I mean, in an innovative fashion, not just software, but hardware, this is all qualified, right? The next one is process innovation. Really, what we are talking about is improving process system technology in the production organization, the delivery process, including improvement in the software equipment, tools, techniques, or changes in the business process or the work process, such as in the R&D or operations or management, production and all that. And so everybody knows that when you go do digitalization, before you do digitalization, you must first take a look at how to optimize your work process and simplify your work. And without that, it could be a big failure. So a lot of organizations are able to leverage this opportunity to really, in an innovative way, to relook at how they do work and how they deliver services to their customers. And this is a part of innovation that goes into this process innovation. Okay, then the next one is business model innovation. Be it business restructuring, diversification, consolidation, or something that you come up with a new or a very drastically different way of distributing your product services, a very different way of delivering user experience, engaging customers, or a very different product or business model. And these are what goes into business model innovation. And I think with the generative AI, you'll be seeing, like what Mrs. Zhou has talked about before, a lot of tools that's available, a lot of ideas, and in this space it's continuing exploding, right? That is allowing companies to leverage those capabilities to really transform the way they deliver service or to serve their customers. And I think the upcoming business model innovation, we should be seeing a lot of very good Gen AI type of application coming into it. Next is platform innovation, which basically is this B2B, B2C, or B2B2C type. There are already a lot of these, from hiring of cars to a hotel, and all these are becoming more classical models. But there are newer platforms coming on stream, especially with the electronic payment and the virtual asset and all these things coming to stream. There's a lot of opportunity to bring this platform innovation examples, right? So you can see that marketplace is one trading platform, digital asset, NFT, social networks, and payment platforms. These are all platform type of innovation that in the past few years have already seen a lot of very good and successful results. And I think up and coming, there will be more examples that we can celebrate. Okay, finally, of course, this is an important aspect, social impact innovation. Something that really has impact to the community, empowerment, environment, and equality. We talk about a lot about ESG, DEI, and all these things. And there needs to be a lot of innovation that's required to make it work and to make it work very effectively and to augment the impact, for those areas. So we're looking forward to, we've actually had quite a few very, very good submissions, and some have won good awards, recognition from the last round. And this round, we're looking forward to more. So these are the five different scopes of innovation that you can enter into. If you submit your entry, you have to pick one, right? You cannot say, oh, all five, right? So I'm sure that, I mean, there were questions asking before that, oh, my innovation really spans, I mean, it's process plus product, right? And it also a social impact. Okay, sorry, you have to pick one, right? Which area that you would theme your entry, and then you have to pick one. And then you'll be competing in that particular scope, right? Okay, judging criteria. We have the organizing committee have gone through and together with panel judges a lot of thinking behind this, and I think we have a very good system that's proven that we have for this round further enhance or improve to make this a very fair and very robust judging criteria. So here it is. First, I mean, I think it's almost like telling a story, right? I mean, if you want to innovate, you need to first have the objective. Why are you doing this, right? Without a purpose, you cannot have, the solution looking for a problem, right? You have to be problem looking for solutions. So you have to come up with very well articulated, what are you trying to achieve? The problem definition, and what are you really trying to achieve, right? Then you go into this process of designing, developing, and executing that innovative, solution or idea, right? And then this, respectively, is 15% and 20%, right? And then the third is we want to see in your solution design how much creativity and innovation you have put into it, including, of course, the technology component of it, and how original it is, right? So this will enable you to get 25% of the score. And then, of course, having done all these, you need to articulate very clearly, are you meeting your objective? And if so, how much of this benefit are you able to deliver to your organization, to the society, and all these? These are kind of the result is what we're looking for. So you need to articulate as concrete as possible. If you have hard figures, it will be even better. What kind of sustained outcome, benefits, and impact you're able to achieve through this. Then you get 30% of the 100% there. And finally, you have the chance to tell us more. 10% extra credit, right, will be allocated to this exceptional merits that you're able to demonstrate, including alignment of the strategy to purpose, nurturing culture of innovation. So we look at, not the result, but also the process. Are you able to really bring sustainable cultural impact to the organization, building this agility and resilience in the organization, and then recognition by external professional bodies? Have you actually won other awards, other accolades that reflecting using, the public different sort of yardstick, you are able to, show other people that you're better than, you're outstanding, right? So total is 100 points. So our judges will be going through, these points and judging your submission. Okay, so I think, next I will invite Arno, who will come here to talk about, how we're gonna take this forward from the submission perspective. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunny. So I'm going to talk about the awards and recognition. So there are three main. Okay. Oh, okay. Three main categories under the innovative organization. There's the large company part, and there's an SME part. So under each of these two categories, there are 15 awards. One for HKT Innovation Champion of the Year, and other awards like Gold, Silver, Bronze, and Excellence Awards. And on the other side, we have the Innovative Rising Stars. Again, there'll be 15 awards for this category. On top of that, there will be special awards to recognize the other entries. Special awards include areas such as Best Entry in AI Application, excellence in process innovation, excellence in social impact innovation, etc. There's also going to be an award for best non-local entry and a special award for NGO and NPOs. Please note that for NGOs and NPO submissions, we require supporting documents to verify the status of the NGO and NPO. Now, I'm going to talk about the judging process and award schedule. So a few key dates there. Submissions are due on May 22nd, 2024. And the write-ups are due on 21st of 2024. So these are really key dates. The judging is going to happen for the first round from late June to late July. And final judging happens in September 2024. And last but not least, the award presentation ceremony is going to happen in December 2024. So there's a link to the website for the award submission and the application and the entry. So a few key dates there. First key date is May 22nd. So please have the entry form submitted by then online. And also the second key date would be June 21st by 5 p.m. So that will be the date when all the write-ups need to be submitted. So late submissions will not be accepted, to be fair to all the applicants. And in terms of what can be submitted for the write-up, so for both categories, it is mandatory to have a written summary of the innovation. So for the innovative organization category, it is a maximum of 4 pages, A4 size. For the innovative rising star category, it will be 3 pages maximum, A4 size also. On top of that, you can also submit a video, 3 minutes maximum length video for the innovative organization award category. And for the innovative rising star category, you can submit a 2-minute video. On top of that, you can also submit a 1-page description of the founders, including share of ownership, information about the major investors, and recommendations from referees, etc. In terms of judging, the first round judging is going to happen from late June to late July 2024. And then the final judging is going to happen in September 2024. For both rounds, the judges may require site visits as deemed necessary. And also for the final round judging, there will be presentations held at the Innovation Day event. And all winners are required to do a presentation of their innovative initiative at the HKMA Global Innovation Day towards the end of the year. Finally, on the award presentation ceremony that's going to happen in December 2024, is going to happen at the HKMA Global Innovation Day. All the results will be announced at the award presentation ceremony. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the winners sharing section. We are pleased to invite the Immigration Departments of the Hong Kong SAR Government and Airport Authority of Hong Kong Award winner of HKT Innovation Champion of the Year of Large Organization category in 2022 to 23 to share their winning projects. May I now invite Mr. Hercules Lai and Mr. Roy Kwok to deliver the sharing. Mr. Lai and Mr. Kwok, please.
Okay, thank you very much. And first and foremost, I think on behalf of Airport Authority as well as the Immigration Department, I would like to thank HKMA again for organizing this wonderful event, as well as giving us this wonderful award so that we're truly proud of. And as Dr. Sunny Lee has mentioned, innovation is a process of process improvement, design thinking. I think our flight token service is a manifestations of all these elements together. And we'll tell you a little bit more about why we do this. So what exactly is a flight token? What problem, we actually see before we implement the flight token journey at Hong Kong International Airport? You can see previously, when you do check-in, when you do security, when you do immigration, when you do boarding, you have to queue up. And at the same time, you have to repeatedly present two information. One is the boarding pass information, and the second one is the passport information. Different personnel are checking the exact same thing, but they're actually creating a lot of queues because of this. And therefore, we understand our pain points. We want, queue-free boarding operations, queue-free airport operations. And therefore, we're trying to think of ways to reduce the number of presentations of these documents. And therefore, we've come up with Flight Token. So what exactly Flight Token tries to do, we use facial recognition technology to replace the repetitive document check and process time. You can imagine if you only have to present these documents once, then at the subsequent checkpoints, you are validated through facial recognition. I think most of you have tried this at our airport already, and you could feel the seamlessness or the convenience brought about by this. And apart from facial recognition, we also invest heavily on automations. We use check-in kiosks, we use self-backdrop units, we use different types of e-gates. So together with facial recognition and the huge amount of automations, we're trying to achieve a zero queue, outcome at the end of the day. And we are also one of the first few airports that allow this service for all international travelers, because a lot of different airports, they are providing this service to domestic, travels only. And we did a breakthrough, and we apply this, convenience to all our international travelers. And of course, with the use of facial recognition technology, we also uphold the aviation and airport security. We enhance the security level by facial recognition. So before we delve into each checkpoint, let's have a look at the video to get a taste of what Flight Token is, if you have not used it before. So I hope most of you have used this service when you travel with us after we implement this Flight Token. If not, I truly recommend you to use it and get a taste of how seamless and convenient it could be. So what exactly is a Flight Token, all right? So Flight Token uses facial recognition, of course, but inside Flight Token, what we're trying to do is we use the information, including your passport information, your boarding pass information, as well as your photograph, to form a digital identity, which we call Flight Token. So we will do some cross-matching, against all this information to ensure that you're the same person, all right? And after these validation has been completed, the digital identity will be formed. And this is the service for all the international travelers. So once you've got your digital identity Flight Token formed, you can pass through the subsequent channels without presenting the travel documents as well as the boarding pass again. So right now, this service is available to passengers with electronic passport, and at the same time, passengers age 11 and above. And we are also trying to map out ways to reduce the age of eligibility in our R&D effort as well. And one of the uniqueness of our Flight Token service, when we try to compare with the ones with the other airport, is how we enroll a Flight Token. We are the first airport to enroll a token without taking live pictures of the passengers. So here's a video to talk about what is the benefit or what is a good out from this, innovations, because we see the pain points when we do a lot of proof of concept. We consult airlines, we consult, our passengers, and at the end of the day, we think the common practice used by other airports doesn't make sense to us. And therefore, we re-engineer the whole process. We do a lot of design thinking workshops, and we re-engineer, we innovate a new process here. So common practice in other airports, if you're traveling in groups, imagine you will have to take live pictures in front of the check-in kiosk one by one. And you can imagine, for example, a group of 4 like this, you will have to move away to the other one. And also the check-in kiosk will have to spell out your name and asking you to take pictures one by one. But our solutions leverage on the use of the photographs in the e-chip of the passport. and we use the passport information to create the token for the passengers. And therefore, they would not have to take pictures in front of the kiosk one by one. We try that, and to us is a chaos in operations, and the throughput is very, very slow if we are not doing this. And therefore, we're very proud to have these innovative re-engineered practices. And a lot of the airport is also trying to learn from us, and we're proud to share this information with them as well. And therefore, with the use of this technology and innovations, the throughput is much faster at our check-in process. And we also apply this no live photo taking, enrollment technology to other checkpoints, including our check-in counters. When you check in at our check-in counters, we also use the passport reader to capture the passport information, including the photograph in your e-chip, so that you won't have to take pictures one by one. Similar logic, if you have to take pictures one by one at the check-in counters, it would be a mess and a nightmare for airport operations. And we're also launching a new service. We use smartphone to create for passengers to check in. And at the same time, during the check-in process at the airline's application, we leverage the use of the NFC technology in the mobile phone to capture the passport information so as to create that digital identity for you. So that when you come to the airport, you could use the flight token to enjoy the seamless journey. And this one is now readily available with Hong Kong Express, and we will be doing this with Cathay Pacific in Q2 and 2024. And more airlines will be joining this program as well. So after the token enrollment part, it's all about validation. So previously, if you have to, do different process at different checkpoints, you have to present your boarding pass and passport to different personnel. So right now, it's all about facial recognition. And with the use of automations, you could see, in general, the processing time has been much increased from 60% to 94% from different checkpoints. And you can see that we deploy huge number of automated, kiosks, self-backdrop units, as well as e-gates, so as to increase the throughput. So right now, we're trying to achieve a queue-free environment in our airport operations if you're trying to use these self-service facilities. Okay, I will pass the time to immigration to see what's the missing part, between, the e-security gate and the e-boarding gate.
Okay, thank you, Hercules. And when it comes to the part of the immigration checkpoint, firstly, the biggest challenge for us was to allow our restricted and closed immigration system to collaborate with the airport system. And at the same time, we need to ensure our system stability and our system security and stability. Once the passenger had enrolled for flight token, the token will be passed to our immigration system simultaneously, and our e-channel has to be ready before the arrival of the passenger. Such collaboration was unprecedented and could only be worked out after hundreds and hundreds of thousands of technical exchanges by both of our teams. And secondly, we need to fully deploy the facial recognition technology to our flight token e-channel. Hong Kong people like us were used to present our Hong Kong ID card or passport when passing through the immigration clearance. By using the flight token e-channel, the first live photo taken at the front gate will be used to retrieve the flight token we received from the airport system. And after that, when the passenger entered the e-channel, the second photo taken at the rear gate will be used to compare with the passenger's record in our sophisticated database. The passenger doesn't need to present any document for using the flight channel, the flight token e-channel. Better still, the whole process only takes 7 seconds to complete. By putting this last puzzle of immigration checkpoint up to the whole flight token journey, departing passengers could enjoy a truly seamless departing experience, starting from self-check-in to e-boarding gate. Thank you.
So a little recap that we are very honored that we have also received a lot of international and local awards, of course, including the one of HKMA. So we will work even harder to get the recognitions from more, awards, and also and upgrade our service, keep continuing, improve our service to more, travelers, and to make Hong Kong International a proud place for you guys to travel. Thank you.
Mr. Kwok, please stay for the Q&A section. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Q&A section. May I now invite Mr. Sunny Lee, Award Chairman of Organizing Committee, Mr. Arnold Leung, Member of Organizing Committee, and Mr. Albert Young, Award Secretary, to please come forward for the Q&A section. Participants are welcome to use the online Q&A platform, Slido, to pose your questions to our Organizing Committee members. Please scan the QR code shown on the screen later on, and this will direct you to a page where you could send in your questions. For participants in the lecture theater, please feel free to raise your hands, and our colleagues will pass a microphone to you. May I now pass the time to Mr. Sunny Lee. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So it's now time for Q&A. I have received a few already through the online system, and I will just go over that first. And then we can invite more questions either online or at the venue. Okay, the first one is about clarifying whether the deadline is Hong Kong time or otherwise. Well, actually, this is a very good question because it's a global award, right? We forgot to to tell you this, but since we are in Hong Kong, I think we'll go with Hong Kong time. I think it should be okay with you. Or for some of you, it may be midnight or whatever, but just we'll make it happen, right? So this is the answer. Second one is there a maximum number of entry submission for each company? The answer is no. You're welcome to submit more than one. Of course, each one of them will have this unique selling point. If you have a lot of them, please share with us. We welcome that. So there's no maximum number of entries. And of course, for some companies, you have many employees, and it could be from different divisions or departments, and they're all welcome to submit their respective entries. Third question. Are there any opportunities for the winner to showcase their innovative initiatives at any event or seminar? The answer is, of course, yes. And it is actually part of the feature of this award is the ability for us to create a platform to share very good best practices. And HKMA has a lot of seminars and forums in different for different industries as well as different topics, and it will be, I think HKMA will be very pleased to have some of the winners to actually showcase and to share your experience. And we have indeed done so many times before, receiving very good feedback from participants. So actually, our members are very interested in knowing more about your achievements. Okay. Oh, let's scroll this. Okay, for the write-ups, next question. For the write-up, can we add graphics and appendix for further details? Yes, but Arnold just talked about before, you're limited to just certain real estates, right? Number of pages, and you have an opportunity to submit a video. I think 3 minutes to 4 minutes, right? Depending on which category it is, to actually do it, articulating a submission in a more pictorial or graphical means, right? So I think the video will be very useful to help our judges. I mentioned that I want to make sure our judges' life is easier in view of the very competitive submissions and very good submissions. So that's why we're limiting you to submit only, I think, 4 pages or 4 pages. Huh? Yeah, 3 and 4 pages, depending on which category it is. So not too many pages. You need to be very concise, but we let you do a 2 to 3 minute video to supplement it. Yeah, and it has been working quite well, right?
And also, Sunny, because
Yeah.
last year there are many people that would put up a lot of information to us, and they're asking if they can put a hyperlink so that the judges can click to the link and see more information. But I always tell them, if your submission is interesting enough, if you could attract the judges to click the link, do it. But it's not compulsory, or it is really up to you. So that's what I tell the people.
Good point, Albert. Thank you. So it's advisable that you put that all in the main document and articulate very clear and in a succinct fashion, right? Okay. So okay. Maybe I should ask Arnold to answer some of these questions. Wow, too many of them. Okay, so next question is actually directed to Hercules and Roy. How much time do you spend to prepare for all the documents? Regarding your submission, right? I mean, they want to know how you won this award, right? So any major difficulties you faced last year?
It takes some time for me to recall the memory. I think that when preparing for that 4-page, I remember it's a 4-page submission, we did spend some time to make sure what we're trying to deliver to the audience is precise enough, as well as since I remember last year we're not putting up on any images or we did a video, but we're not allowed to put up images, and therefore you have to use your writing skills to somehow illustrate your product as much as you could. And I think this is something that you guys could work on that a little bit. And for the presentations, I think that it has to be, very interesting so that it attracts the audience attentions, as well as how you present is also a matter of, art to us. So we do a lot of practice, rehearsals, and I think we also rehearse within our team and to see what feedbacks they could give to us and modify our presentations. And I think it's all worthwhile because we also receive a lot of very constructive feedbacks. To us, it's not just about a competition. It's also about information or idea exchange on the platform. I still remember Dr. Sun Lee has also asked us a few questions on there, and we are working on some of the recommendations as well. So I think good presentation matters, but apart from this, enjoy the process as a way to communicate with experts from the field. It's also something you guys should bear in mind. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, next question. For Sunny and Arnold, from your past judging experience, are there any elements or key factors you look forward to seeing applicants highlight to this year? I will say a few things. First of all, I think it's important to highlight the social benefit aspect of the innovation. Like, how does that benefit society as a whole? So it's not just about how does it help your company make more money or generate or get more customers. It's also about how do you make this world a better place. I think that's quite interesting. And secondly, what makes your product unique is also important. I think that's something that a lot of the applicants last year didn't put as much information about, but I think it's important to, because by definition, innovation means is not done over and over again or everywhere, right? So it's good to know why is what you've done unique. Okay. All right. Is it necessary, next question is it necessary for the product service to have already gone live? Can we submit a proof of concept cases? I think if your product and service is exciting enough, even though it's in a beta or POC stage, and there is concrete information to answer all the questions that people might have regarding why is your concept innovative? Why is it good for the world? Why is it gonna be interesting for the marketplace? I think if you can answer all those questions, I think feel free to submit it, even though your product is at a earlier stage of development.
But if they want to submit the submissions, it's better because in our judging criteria, we need to measure the results. So if it's not already online, go live, so they might not be receiving much points in that category. Yeah. So we suggest they could submit submissions, but it's better that they could prove that they've got results and how the impact on the market and the feedback from the market. Yeah.
For sure. Thank you. what is the biggest learning you would like judges to know and pay attention to this year? What is the biggest learning? So I think fairly similar to my other question on what we look for. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier, the social impact part is important. The uniqueness part is important. I think it's important to highlight those points when you provide submissions. Anything to add, Sunny?
I'm looking forward to some surprises. Yeah, because I think we are spoiled because last year we had some very good surprises. So looking forward to more. We have the craving for surprises because it's really, I mean, the innovation is unlimited, right? So I'm sure, I mean, with the new technology, with the new challenges, and then the new demand by customers, right? Of course, you'll be able to come up with some very innovative surprises, right? And I think that will get more scores from judges.
Yeah. So next question is for Hercules and Roy. How many phases does your project have? And can you share the magnitude of the implementation costs and running costs in any future plans?
Wow. Let's talk about the phases first. I think this is a never-ending project. We have actually implemented within the departure level, of course, including immigration as a phase one of the projects where Hong Kong residents can now enjoy this service. And we are working on phase two with the immigration department as well. Maybe we'll do an entry, a few years time later and get the version 2 award again. And apart from, the departure level, we are also planning a lot of different extensions, in our airport city, because it's not just about the airport already. When this technology is mature now, we want to expand to other experiences as well, including probably maybe the Asia World Expo, maybe the newly built 11 Skies, also some of the airport hotels, around us, and some of the new hotels that will be built in the future. So I would say this is a really high magnitude project. I'm glad that I'm in this project, and we're trying to expand as much as we could, to different checkpoints so that we could truly achieve a seamless experience for passengers, no matter in departure level, no matter in arrival level, or no matter they come for a visit, to enjoy the facilities on the airport island. So this is our ultimate goal. And the second part of the question, it's about
what is the magnitude of the project implementation cost and running cost?
I think this is very confidential, that I cannot talk about this in front of the camera. But I could assure you that we spend in a very prudent manner, as at the end of the day, we're both, heavily monitored by the government. So we spend very prudently. Yeah, that's what I could answer to. Yeah.
Thank you. Another question for you guys is, what are the biggest challenges in the flight token project, and how does the team at HKIA and immigration overcome them?
I think that the biggest challenge is, it's a little bit technical, but the integrations with different airline systems, because we are a little bit on the front end. At the end of the day, we still have to connect to different, system of the airlines, because they are the one at the end of the day accepting the passengers on the aircraft. So the challenge would be integrating with different system with the airlines. And also different airlines may have different business rules. For example, some of this in the self backdrop, some of the airlines allow 32 kg, some of the airlines only allow 20 kg, etc. So this is a little bit trivial, but these are all the difficulties that we are facing. And at the same time, I think that personal data privacy is something that we are very concerned about as well. And therefore, we have actually put in a lot of effort to ensure that our whole architecture or our privacy compliance perspective thing, it's up to a very high standard, where we also got the award from the Privacy Commissioner as well when we start the project. So we're trying to, apart from the technical side or the user experience side, I think we also cater to the public confidence as well. So these are the challenges that we face. And of course, I think when we start the integration with immigration, Roy could supply, we put our heads together to create a really seamless experience for the passengers, because at the end of the day, if ourselves, the airport, has done everything, but at the immigration checkpoint where the passengers will still have to get back their ID card and do the fingerprint, it defeats the whole purpose. So we take a very bold step. I think both of us take a very bold step in breaking through some of the old norms and trying to be receptive to some potential change. And I think this is also some advocacy work, involves some advocacy work, and creating a paradigm shift with different stakeholders. This is also something that I think the Flight Token project in total has faced. Yeah.
Thank you. The whole time is up.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So
Spoken too much, maybe.
no, it's actually very good, very good. So yeah, I think there's a lot of craving for knowing more and all these, and we'll continue to have a chance to interact. I want to end this by just encouraging everyone to really, demonstrate, your innovative capability through these submissions. And I'm looking forward to celebrating your success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Website for the award details. We look forward to receiving information from you before the deadline for entry on the 22nd of May 2024. Thank you for joining us